Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 11th of April 2022. And the first news is something very interesting. Every year it's the new limited edition from Ardbeg. First the committee release, then the limited edition. And this year it's the Ardbeg Punk Rock limited edition. And some call it the Hardcore, like Ardbeg Hardcore. And how did this idea arose? In the 70s, Port Ellen was kind of called Punk Ellen. The port where Ardbeg gets all their stuff from. And that's how the story arose. And they thought about what they're gonna do a few years back, and they wanted to do a new malt, and they took very black, deep roasted malted barley and made a whiskey out of that. And after a few years, now we have the Ardbeg Hardcore. The committee release, 50.1% ABV. It's cask strength, as every time will be released on the 22nd of April, and the Hardcore limited edition, 46% ABV, will be released on the 4th of June. So everybody has to be waiting till June, except all the committee members. They can already try it at the end of April. Yeah, it should then be notes of charcoal, sweet smoke, anise, and dark chocolate is what you should taste in there. What you will find, we will find out in a few months. And this year it sounds like it's highly limited, and it should be at a price around 125 euros or something like that. Then we have news from Balvenie. They are enlarging their portfolio with the French Oak 16 years cask finish series. Yeah, it's their cask finish series, and this time it's a bit different because they're using French Pinot from the Pinot Chateau in the French wine regions, and that is kind of a bit new for the Balvenie. Before that, it was matured in American oak cask, 47.6% ABV. Then we have news from Tamdhu with a new Tamdhu, also kind of a core edition, hopefully a core edition. Up till now, it's still limited. It will be a limited edition. It will be the Tamdhu 18-year-old. It's kind of a core project for Ian MacLeod distillers. They want to have an 18-year-old Tamdhu seasoned Oloroso sherry cask, as it is right for Tamdhu, 46.8% ABV, and should be around 140 pounds in the UK. Afterwards, it goes to the international markets. Price unknown, but it should be somewhere around 140 pounds. Then we have a new Talisker. It's the Talisker Elements, 27 years old, and it's was matured in very dark black roasted oak casks from European oak, so it's a bit different. Should be very intense then, and it should it's meant to capture the adventure spirit of Talisker and the Isle of Skye. 600 euros, 58% ABV, and it should only be limited to 2,000 bottles and only available at the distillery. So you have to go on adventure to the Isle of Skye. Then we have two new black bottles, the Alchemy series as they call it, and it's the black bottle double cask and the Island Smoke. Double cask is sherry and red wine casks, and it's Spanish sherry and red wine casks, 46.3% ABV. And the black bottle is the Island Smoke, and they say it's a perfect balance between smoky and unsmoky malt. Yeah. Then we have news from the proper number 12, and apparently it is selling very, very well in the US. Yeah, the US is very interested in mixed martial arts, so no wonder that Conor McGregor, who introduced this spirit, did a good marketing job in selling that, and they are now the third biggest brand in terms of sales in the United States. And then they soon will rise to the second biggest. for comparison, today Jameson is with a huge difference to all the others. The first one and the second one is the Tullamore Dew, which may give the title of second to the proper number 12 soon. Then we have Writer's Tears Cask Strength. The Welsh whiskey is bringing out their 12th edition of the Cask Strength, triple distilled American bourbon casks, no chill filtration while filling. It's a mixture between single pot still whiskey and single malt whiskey. Limited to only about 8,000 bottles, 54.6% ABV, and will be around 140 euros or dollars, pounds, whatever. So yeah, that was it for this week's news. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.